Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. Selena is down there on the floor, so we may or may not get to see her this week. She looks pretty comfy, so maybe not. So, welcome to anybody who's new. Welcome back to all you guys who have been here before. This is my little corner of the internet / Flosstube, where I talk about stitching, sometimes my cat, and just life in general things. So, yep. Alright, so life first. Nothing really interesting going on. Nothing really happening this week. I have done a good bit of stitching. I was a stitching fool last night. Probably ended up getting like 750 stitches or so last night, which is a lot for me. 400 to 500 just maybe my average if I have a nice stitchy night. But you know, I just had a stitchy sort of day, so nothing. I mean, well, other than my birthday coming up, but I will talk about that at the end. Yeah, guess that's about it. So, let's go ahead and get into the stitching. I don't have any FFOs, but I got 2 finishes. I wanted to get 3. Unfortunately, one of those cats has a lot more stitches than it looks like it did. I thought it would. And the way I'm stitching it is not the easiest. So it has been a bit slower going on that one than I thought. So, for anybody who's new, what I'm doing is I whipped up to 50 whips this year for my 50th birthday. And I'm trying to get at least 500 stitches in each. So I'm doing 500 stitches at a time in each of them. I've touched all but I think 2. They're just 2 I'm having a hard time motivating myself to do. So, yeah, I need to figure out what I'm going to do with those. I know one is Halloween at Hawk Run. Let me see. What is the other one? Was it Sisters? Hold on one second. Nope, that's not the list I'm looking for. Oh, you guys are going to come visit? Come on, Selena. Come on. Come on up. There you go. Hold on, let me go to the side. Sorry for just a sec. And Selena. Hello, Selena. Hi. Get some sniffs. Okay. Anyway, so we have a Selena, even though she's kind of off camera a little bit. Oh, I know why. Because I have my tea, of course. And for some reason, this strange cat loves tea. So it is stashed today, the double bergamot, and there's a cat hair, really. This is Stash Tea's double bergamot, Earl Grey. So that is this right here. There we go. So it's the Earl Grey, but with more of that bergamot flavor, so you get more of that orangey lemony flavor. So it's really good. That is the tea of the day. And once again, cat butt. Anyway, so yeah, I'll stop doing that because I know. Sorry about that because I know I'm trying not to shake it too much. But anyway, so I do have the cat next to me. Okay, who just gave me a look. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, I was trying to touch everything. There's 2 I haven't touched. One is the Halloween at Hawk Run. The other one, I don't know with 100% certainty. I think maybe it's Sisters, which is I think it's a Charting Creations. Let me see. Let me look at my list real quick, because it's going to be one of the big ones. I have touched Doctor Strange. Touched Good Omens. There's Halloween. I think it might be Grim Grinning Ghost by Good Morning Maui. which is not because I don't want to do it, but because I'm doing it on a 14 and there are um like quarter stitches and such, and so that makes it a lot harder to do. So that's the main reason. Um and as for the Halloween at Hawk Run, I don't know. I I like the pattern. I just can't get motivated. I don't know what it is. I just can't make myself like stitching it. And I'm almost done with the first block too. So, I'm about a 12th of the way there because I think there's 12 blocks if I remember correctly. So, I don't know. Anyway, um so that's, what I'm trying to do. I'm doing 500 stitches at a time. So, um so yeah, that's kind of what is going on with my stitching. So, usually in one day I can finish one set of 500, or finish one and usually finish one and then, start on the next. I don't usually and start and end with the 500. I'm not that good, sorry. Sometimes things happen and you just don't get as many stitches as you think you're going to. So, that's that. All right, so there's no FFOs, but because I have one of my finishes, I'm gonna need to send that off to somebody. Well, I want to send it off to somebody. So what I want to do is just a simple hoop finish. So I need to get the right size hoop, and then it like just find a little felt or something so I can do that on the back to cover up the back. So I'm hoping maybe I'll have an FFO next week. I hope, because I want to send this off as soon as possible. Um, this is a friend of mine who has been really really nice and actually was really sweet and sent me a birthday package. Um, so I want to send this back to him. In fact, let me go ahead and show that one to you since I'm talking about it. I don't know why I'm not. Uh, Vicky Stitch and Button bag, which has absolutely zero to do with what's inside of it. But this needs to be ironed, but there we go, the little trans cat. So that's the one, and I know he doesn't watch my floss tubes. So I think if he knew about my floss tubes, he probably would, but I haven't told him about them yet. Now that this is done though, I might. But anyway, so I need to find a cute little hoop to put that in, and then finish it off and send it to him. So that hopefully will be a FFO for next week. We will see. The other finish, this is for was it Jason X Stitches, I believe is his name. He's doing a bunch of round robins. Are you leaving me, Selena? Aw. Anyway, he's doing a bunch of round robins, and so because a lot of people wanted to participate, so he I would say paired people off, but in forward people off, and put them in groups of four, and so everybody is either doing the same pattern, or I think a lot of them are doing different patterns. We're doing different patterns in our group, um, and so ta-da! So trick or treat. Now I have half a mind to go ahead and do the. I don't know. I can't decide whether I want to go ahead and do the other borders as well for the other three. So, oh, I forgot. This is also a Vicky Stitch and Button bag, I believe. This one, sorry, I forgot to say, is not the called for fabric. Some of the colors are called for. I did change these two lighter colors. I didn't like the colors of pink and blue that they were, but the other colors are the same. This one is obviously not the called for color or pattern or color or fabric. So this was just a 14 count icy blue Ada. This is a 14 count prank from Pictures Plus. So there you go. So yeah, I might do the borders on the rest of these. I have not decided yet. Because they didn't take that long. And the person who is doing the lighthouses, so there's 9 squares. We're gonna do, each of us gonna be 2 lighthouses, and they're not all that big. Um, and then we're gonna like put our initials, I believe, names or initials in the last square. So instead of doing the ninth lighthouse, they did all the border. So I'm kind of thinking, especially because I want to do the border 3/1. The border's 3/1. The um, bird is 2/1. And the coverage looks pretty good here, but you can definitely see um, some spots in it because, 14 count is such a loose, especially Picture This Plus is pretty loose. So with the border, I really don't see a lot of space. Um, but I don't have enough thread to do it. Um, do the things inside 3/1. So, because that's all you got. It's supposed to be enough. God, I hope it's enough. If not, I don't know what to do. I'll be kind of screwed. So, but it's supposed to be enough. So yeah, those are the 2 finishes that I got. Like I said, hopefully, I'll be able to FFO um, the um, the the trans kitty next week. We'll see. Also, in a stitch and button bag, this was the one I really wanted to finish, but I have not yet. Let me just show you the pattern. Sorry, you got the itchy noses as soon as you start recording. So the cat has been fed. Don't fall for her bullshit. So I have. And yeah, this is not the called for colors or the called for maybe one of the called for threads. Oh, hello, Selena. Oh, you're gonna go lay back down back there? Okay. Yeah, well, you can't really see her, but she's back here in my corner. Anyway, so this is what I've gotten. Sorry about the thread. There we go. So the cat has been fed. Don't fall for. There you go. And as you can tell, that cat, filling in that cat, even only doing it one color, because it was supposed to be like 3 colors. It's supposed to be some shading, but I didn't really like how it looked. So I'm making it kind of a black-ish cat. Yeah, so that's a lot more fill-in than I thought there was going to be. Because really all I got done was the LL and 4, and then all the rest was just this black fill-in. So I think there's still going to be more than 500 left. Because I have not really quite done half of that cat. And I still have to say, I still have to put her bullshit down here. So, unfortunately, this I don't think is going to get done next week. Because, like I said, I am stopping at 500. And honestly, with all that fill in, I kind of have to. Because, I mean, the problem is, this is. So, this is 2 threads. I think this was 2 threads. This is 3, this is 3, and this is 3. So, doing 3 stitches, even on, I don't even know if this is a 14. It's either a 14 or a 16. And I think it's a 14. But anyway, um, doing 3 stitches over there it's tough. It doesn't go through the holes quite as easily. So, it is slower going to do 3 strands than 2, obviously. So, you getting comfy back there? Good girl. You can see a little bit of fur. There you go. A little bit of fur. Pet, 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 pet. Anyway, so those are the ones that were done and almost done. This was another one that I got 500 stitches done last night. Done a little Alara designs, I believe it is. I want to say it says Alara. Look, it's otters, which has nothing to do with what's in it. Although it is marine, so I guess it sort of works. But we have the Mill Hill Marine Life Quartet Lobster. Because, you know, you have to say it lobster. That's just how it works. And this is still just a lot of fill-in. So, there we go. All I have been doing is filling in all of this over here. So, starting from about maybe here, going down, and then this area over here. I think I'm starting to come back up. Actually, I think I'm starting to come back up over here. So, yeah, hold on, let me do this, because there we go. That looks a little better. You can't really, it's hard to see the blue now, but when it's done, because you're going to have all the blues and purples and reds and stuff, that this blue is going to show up better. So, and of course, you'll have this full border because those are obviously areas for beads. So, and I do apologize, my computer has just beeped at me. So there you go. That is that. This is obviously all the called for colors. They called for perforated paper. Let me close this so I don't get any more. There we go. Okay, there. Now I won't get any more beeps. Sorry about that if you heard that. I forgot I did not close my email before I did this. Alright, so this is the last one. So 1, 2, 3. So I finished 2, worked on 3 more. Or I should say, get 500 stitches on 3 more. And then started a 1, 2, 3, 6. I can count, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I did 500 stitches or finished 5, and then I got started on the 6th. So there you go. Alright, this was the one I actually worked on Saturday, so this is the oldest of last week's, or somewhere thereabouts. This is Rebel Stitchers Disagree. We can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist. So I've talked about before, I was going to do this in trans colors, and then I was not really wanting to try to figure out how to, where to change the colors. So I did it in a way that was probably just as confusing and, ooh, I got lots of strings to move, sorry. Just as confusing and not easy. So, what I am doing, there we go. Alright, now I think I got it. Okay, so I'm doing it in a rainbow thread, but what I'm doing, okay, I got rainbow thread on my back here. What I'm doing is, since I want the colors to keep going in the rainbow, I have to keep each thread, I mean, part, sort of, each thread, because I need to keep this particular thread going, if that makes any sense. And I'm having to do a bit of fussy cutting to make sure that, you know, the green will go into the blue, or whichever. So, it's not the easiest. It requires a little fussy cutting. It requires some parking because I need to keep the colors going. But I mean, it looks really good. I really enjoy how it's looking. So, yeah, it's just a whole bunch of lettering. So I've still got some, there's a nice big motif up here. I am probably, let's see, trying to figure out where halfway is. Halfway is, okay, so halfway is the S. So halfway is here, but I still have more to go underneath, so I'm not actually halfway done. I would say I'm probably between a third and a half, probably closer to about a third. But I mean, the lettering goes really quick. The Because I have to do the motifs, I kind of have to figure out where I want the colors, like how I want the colors to move. Those go a little bit slower, but honestly, this has been a pretty quick stitch overall. I've definitely enjoyed it. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it once it's done, but you know, that's a future me's problem. So, yeah, that is obviously not the called for color nor the called for fabric. It is a, let's see, oh, I forgot. This is once again, button bag. I don't know if I have the fabric. Let's see. Oh, this is the, okay. The silk is the Stitch Me silk. It's called All the Colors. I was trying to see if I have the... Ah, here we go. It's a 16 count dirty Ada, apparently. So there you go. According to the tag that I have. So there you go. 16 is definitely my... Okay, there's... Where's the zipper? 16 is definitely my go-to... I apologize. Size for fabric. That's the one that I think is kind of my sweet spot. So 14, I like doing 14, but I don't like the coverage on 14. Just because you almost always have to do 3 threads unless you just want big gaps of color, and big gaps of fabric, I should say. And I don't like big gaps of fabric. Pardon me. All right. Oh, that tea is good. It's just on the cool side of perfect. Okay, so the last one that I started working on last night, this has really, really been going a lot faster than I thought it would. And again, have a, I don't have the picture for it. This is Ink Circles, Reflections of London. Oh, once again, station button. So, and this is not the called for color or fabric. This is a 14 count, again, just kind of an icy blue Ada. So it's actually just, this is obviously the center, and it's all 4 quarters are the same. So I really just have, this is the bottom quarter. This is the center over here. So all I have is to go up here. I mean, obviously there's more up top, as you can see. All I have to do is just go up, and I'm done. I mean, it's definitely more than 500 stitches. And I have not gotten my 500 stitches, but I got like almost 250 after finishing a couple of things last night. So I really was stitching hard last night. You can see where I am right now, but there's a little bus. So where have I been working? I've finished up the square here, working on the side. I think that's about it. Maybe did a little bit down here, but I think mostly just worked this area right there. So that will be, I'll get my 500 stitches, my other 300 and whatever stitches I need for that one tonight, or this afternoon, so thereabouts. But yeah, so that is everything that I have worked on. So I do have, oh, there it is. I've been looking for that. Anyway, so I do have a little bit of haul. Now, hold on 1 second, sorry. Good tea. I did mention that a friend of mine sent me a little care package. Most of it was not Stitchy related, so I won't worry about showing that. But I will show you the couple of things that that he did send that was stitching related, not that. So he sent a cool little 6-inch hoop, which I may actually be able to put. Let me see. Hold on. Where's that? Where's that cat? Is that cat gonna fit in that hoop? Oh, that cat. That cat fits in that hoop. I might actually send this back to them as a finish. Because that cat absolutely fits. And I'm wondering if a 5-inch might be a little better. I don't know. Because there's a little, I mean, obviously it's folded, but there's a little space around. So, I don't know. I might get a 5-inch hoop and just see if that fits better. And if it doesn't, if it does, great. If it doesn't, then we could use this. So, I might do that. So, we'll see. So, that's that. There was also, where are they? There we go. A set of Crafty Imaginations tapestry needles, size 1824. So 6 of them. There you go. So that's cool. Actually, I haven't even opened that up yet to look at them. And the last thing was a really, and I haven't even opened this up. I need to go ahead and do that. It was a really nice pair of stork scissors. Ooh, with a little purple tassel. I'm just gonna play with that tassel. But yeah, look at these. Aren't those cool looking? Very pretty. I'm loving the purple tassel. And so I can't hurt myself. Anyway, so but yeah, so those are really nice. Again, I have not used those yet. I really just got those a few days ago. But yeah, so that is, I don't really need to keep the bag. But yeah, so those were the things that he sent me that were Stitchy related, because he obviously does know that I stitch. The only other 2 things I got was the wolf. So that will probably be done for the hubs. It calls for Classic Colorworks Trail Dust, but the trail dust that my LNS had was like not even remotely variegated, and um, especially down here. You can kind of see here. In the ground, it's variegated, so I'm actually going to use Gentle Arts Wood Smoke instead. Yeah, you can see some of the variegation in it, but anyway, I think this variegation will look good, and the color is pretty close. All the rest are DMCs, so yeah. Yeah, 2 skeins. It says 2/2 on 32 or 28. I mean, it's not that big, so I'm thinking. Anyway, I'm hoping maybe. Yeah, it doesn't really say what it would be on like a 16 or an 18. So let's picture this plus. Oh, 40 count legacy linen. Well, I'm not gonna use it on linen, but any nice neutral color will be good. But anyway, so I will probably end up doing that for the hubs, because he likes wolves like I like otters. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in here. There we go. So they don't get lost. And it'll be easy enough to kit up, because it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's only 10 colors plus the trail dust. Not trail dust. And the other one, finally, I've been waiting for this forever, because I've seen people who've actually finished it. The freaking otter. This will be a start soon. I might, I have that start for my birthday, but I might start this one for my birthday too. Or hell, I might start it before my birthday. Because otter. That is almost definitely going. It does have a magnet. That's almost definitely going as a fridge magnet. So look, it's so cute. And I love the little shell. Whoops, there we go. There we go. Little shell over here. Anyway, so that actually is all the haul. I'm trying. Okay, yeah. I have too much shit, so I'm trying not to get more. Although I know that the that needlework market is coming up. There's definitely been some cute things. There hasn't been anything that I have just loved so much that I have had to pre-order it. Um, like sometimes in the the Nashville market. But I'll probably end up picking up a couple of things, but we'll see. Um, I know of all the people, I know that Lindy Stitches, Stephanie, has a really good um section that shows everything. I think maybe Garen Toten Bags does too. I think they talked about it. Um, oh, hello, Selena. Are we rising up from the dead here? Or are we just getting comfy? We're just getting comfy and laying back down. Okay. Anyway, so I will probably go to one of those two websites to look. Whether I order or whether I wait until ordering for my LNS, I don't know yet. Um, it just kind of depends on what I see. So we'll see on that. All right. God, now I have a pile of crap I need to organize around me. All right. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is it is a week to my birthday. So I may film on either Wednesday or Friday next week. It's not that I'm really going to be doing anything in particular for my birthday, but I don't know that I want to. I don't know if I want to worry about filming on my birthday itself. So I will definitely film next week. I just don't know if it's going to be on Thursday like normal. So we'll see on that. But this is your last chance. Well, not really, but this is the last time I'll mention it as a. It's going to start unless I film on Wednesday, but even if I film on Wednesday, I'll probably release it Thursday. So this will probably be your last chance to get everything ready if you want to join my sal. So I'll have the hashtag below. It's, I believe, Artcy 50th B-Day sal. I'm 99% sure. So what this is I have a really beautiful rainbowy dragon. I'm going to start for my birthday next Thursday. This is my last week of having a 4 in front of my age. So I know it's arbitrary. It's just a jot around the sun. But anyway, so I'm going to start that really pretty. Actually, you know what? Let me pause for just a second, because since it's just a week out, I'm going to show it to you guys one more time. Hold on one second. Hey, welcome back. I know it's been just a second for you guys, but it's been a couple minutes for me. So, this is going to be. Sorry, I know I messed with it. This is going to be the dragon. So it is a really beautiful rainbow dragon, and I did the no background. So there you go. That is how that looks. So pretty. Very, very many colors. We've got, yeah, all the colors. So I do have all the colors there. And as you can tell, I have a Q-Snap ready. This is a 18 count easy grid by 123. It is 18 by 21. I think it's close on one side and not as close on the other, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so I got the easy count, got all of the threads. What is this? Oh, yeah, those were, I need to, okay. These are the few DMCs that I was missing. I'm glad I looked, because I need to bobbinate those before I get started. I'd rather, no, that just goes in there. Okay. So, yeah, all of that, all the colors. There we go. Ooh, so many colors. They are, do I have them ringed up? I think I have them on rings. Yeah, I do have them on rings. So, there you go. So, they've been bobbinated and ringed, except for these last few that I needed to buy. But the fact that I only needed, out of however many colors, I only needed, like, what is that? Oh. Huh, I must have gotten those for something else. Okay, anyway. The fact that I only needed that many for all the colors that I needed is not that bad, though. What did I get these for? What are these? I definitely don't need it for this particular pattern. They are... Huh. Weak Works Seaweed. Okay. I have no idea. I must have got them from 123 Stitch, but I don't know what I got them for. Okay. Well, got a couple of skeins of seaweed for whatever I want to use it for them. Anyway, so there we go. So the 50th Artcy 50th B-Day sale is going to be a stitch-along / start-along. I'm not being picky about it at all. My suggestion is either something from Artcy or something relating to dragons. But honestly, you can do whatever you want. I am not going to be picky about it. I really want to see. I have had some people comment and tell me that they're going to start along. Some were Artcy, I think, but I think more were dragons than were Artcy, which is fine with me. I don't care. Oh, this is just tape for when I push the needle through. I kind of push it through with that part of my finger, and it leaves a dent and really starts to hurt after a while. So it's a piece of electrical tape, which is the same stuff I'm using for this. It actually does not stick. It's inexpensive. It doesn't stick. It doesn't hurt your threads or anything. So good stuff. I mean, obviously use at your own risk, but I have never had any issues with the electrical tape having any problems with my threads or my fabric. So there you go. But yeah, so that's going to start on August 14th. I'm going to try to start using Instagram more. I say that, but we'll see. Going to try to update, especially update the sale. I have no idea how long this is going to take. It's huge. Right, you're back there. So probably years, but so there's no time limit on the sale or anything like that. But yeah, please do start with me. I would love to see people use that use that tag, I should say. But yeah, so that is that. So you got 1 week to get something up, or just pull something out that you want to work on, because, like I said, I'm not picky. All right, I think we are about done. Still not terribly long this time. So, please please subscribe, please comment. I do read every comment. I have been bad about responding, but I am reading them, I promise. Excuse me. Liking and subscribing helps the algorithm. I don't get paid for this, but it just helps more people see me, which, is always nice. I like to see if other people might like what I'm doing. I do have a Ko-fi if you guys want to help me out. No pressure, obviously. That's just for, if I do giveaways to send out stuff, or just to actually buy me a coffee, because on Saturdays I go to my LNS. I do always get a Starbucks before I go. So I usually have Starbucks once a week. Every once in a while, there'll be some other sort of occasion where I might pick something up, but generally I get Starbucks once a week. It's not cheap, so once a week is probably enough, and also calorie wise. Although they have stuff that's not that bad. Some of their cold brews are really good, and while they're not, no fat, they're not as high in fat and calories as like the Frappuccino, which is really good. Oh, they have these Frappuccinos they're doing for a limited time that are like it has like a foam on top instead of whipped cream, which is really good. I got the brown sugar something. Hold on. It was brown sugar something. It wasn't brown sugar caramel. Hold on, I can open up my Starbucks app and tell you exactly what it was. Order. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I'm ordering from. Menu. Cold coffee. Iced coffee, espressos, lattes, mochas. Oh, wait. Oh, frappuccinos. There we go. Oh, it's called a Strato Frappuccino. Oh, it's just a brown sugar Strato. So, well, I mean, you can't really see it, but it had a really nice flavor. Also, the hubs got the salted caramel mocha Strato, which was really good. So, I have not tried the strawberry matcha Strato. Um, I'm I haven't really tried matcha, so I'm a little afraid because I know it's green tea. I'm not as much of a green tea fan, but I know that in a Starbucks sort of drink, it's not going to just be a basic matcha. It's going to have more to it, especially with the strawberry. So I might try the strawberry matcha on Saturday. We'll see. I don't know. If I do, I'll try to remember to get back with you guys and tell you how it is. But if you have a Starbucks nearby and you like the frappuccinos, try a Strato. It's good. All right. Anyway, enough of that rambling, I suppose. I've now put it over 40 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So I will see you guys next week for my birthday week. Like I said, I may film it a day early or a day late. I don't know. We'll just see how next week goes. And for me, and you can't see back there, but there is still a sleeping Selena behind me. We will see you next week when I have a different number in front of my name, name, in front of my age. There you go. All right. See you guys later. Bye.